Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kojamo here, back with another video. Today we are going to be doing a demo review of MKR 2002 right here. It is going to be a good opportunity for us to learn. Right now, MKR in this demo finds himself at 7,500 RMR leaderboard points, whatever you want to call it for Premier. I guess it's just rating. It's not that hard, Kojo. But guys, if you want your own review, please go ahead and fill out the form in the description of this video. I would love to work with you and help you either through individual coaching where we work hands-on, or demo review just like this where I can help you problem solve on the map and come to some good solutions on how you can improve as a player inside the game. Now, MKR, let's go ahead and see what you do. If you have a smoke and flashes here, I want to make sure you have a very specific idea of what we're doing. Looks like maybe we're going to be throwing, what is this? Okay, nice. A little long cross smoke, a little delayed take. That's pretty creative. I actually haven't seen that lineup. That's very cool. And again, they have a plan with it. Throw a smoke, flash over, very nice. A little unlucky that our teammate throws the same exact smoke that we already got, but I like this. This is a high level concept. Now, this MKR is actually a huge opportunity for you. Do we see how we're fighting guys on site? These are very long range fights. These are USP fights, really good CT fights, but you have a flash. This is huge because when they're swinging out like that, tuck yourself on this wall, and it is risky because we're pulling out a flash in the open. And usually I don't recommend that, but in this case I do. And throw a flash above car here. Calm that to your teammates, make sure everybody knows, but this flash is going to allow you to make these guys back off. They're gonna have to back off or turn or like be harassed by that flash, and it's gonna allow us to run up here a lot easier and make our life so much better when we're trying to scale on the site. Definitely like a cool thing you could do with your flash share, and it would have been sick because look right here. This is actually a very bad flash. Like honestly, like this flash is bad because we're throwing it at them. I get that the point is like, oh, we're trying to cross, so we want to make sure, but think about it. This flash right here that lands like this, it's only going to blind people here, and also they're just going to be able to turn, right? They should just be able to turn from it, and also it doesn't even get people that were in spawn, and this already smoked. A flash above car is going to accomplish the same exact purpose. It's going to blind everyone in here. It's going to blind everybody on site. And in general, something I want you to understand, MKR, is that flashes that go high are always going to be better. And then also, we're not flashing at our opponents. We're flashing at where they're looking. And in this case, they're looking long, they're looking at the cross, and we want to flash high above it, right? Really good stuff that you can learn from right there, because I guarantee you, not just on Dust 2, but that's something that you need to work on and improve across the board everywhere. Okay. Okay. One thing you actively need to think about in these fights too is isolate them. Isolate them. If there's multiple people peeking you, naturally shift your body towards the left so that, you know, we cut off some of these fights. And in this situation, obviously, like, it's a little hard because they're lined up perfectly. But if we're like peeking and we notice that and we stay alive, naturally start fighting back to the left so that now you're only fighting that guy. And of course, this is like slowed down, and I can do this in the moment. It's very fast paced, but it's a really good thing to think about. And what the heck just happened? What a double kill. What a double kill. What the heck? That was awesome. Nice. What a round. That's a great way to start off a demo. But yeah, really exciting. Really awesome. But yeah, make sure you guys show MKR some love down in the comments of this video. Love when people are willing to learn and being vulnerable and opening themselves up to this sort of thing. So, and if you guys want to help me out, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to continue posting these videos and growing. Now, I will say I do like the smoke, but good. We don't need to throw it every round. It's definitely it's very unique. I think that's very unique. I think you're gonna find a lot of value though, especially on rounds like this when you guys have the AKs, the rifles, and everything. Take these long range fights. Come out here and try to fight long. Do this, right? When we come into mid here, we really start to play closer range fights with pistols. If they were fast, they could have gotten to lower, all this stuff, right? And obviously, you only have so much control over what your team's doing. But also, I think it's better to throw the cross smoke once we're outside of pistol. I think it's cool, a little strat around a pistol. But outside of pistol, I think that smoke's better if we just throw it once we're actually out long, by the way, too. Just for the future. I don't know if you're going to do that later in this game, but a good thing to think about with that. All right, we're running up cat. Yeah, use that Mag 10 as kind of like an entry. And oh, do a little team damage, but it's okay. It happens. Okay, we're going to molly off CT. I like that. That's a good idea with that. And yeah. Nice. Getting the kills. Okay, bad thing here though. I get that you're like, oh, like maybe there's some danger and stuff, but like here's the thing. You don't have to feel the need to plant safe. You guys just came from catwalk. We took all the space, and also your teammates fighting guy long fighting here. the best thing you can do is get into the habit of just planning for your teammates. Even in this situation where it doesn't matter, the round's going to end anyways. It's going to make it so it's so much harder for you to get ninja defuse. It's going to set yourself up in the post plant. And then also, like I said, it's just a good habit to get into, even when it doesn't matter, to be like, all right, I'm planting for cat. Because actually here it does matter. See, look, so now if you go down, right, you get killed, and now your teammate's in a 1v2 situation. Dude, like, he's got to run all the way out here to see if they're on bomb, versus if it's planted here, he gets to just come out here and be like, oh, okay, they're not on bomb. I can play for it, right? So that concept is huge as we rank up and get better and better and better. And be really careful getting close to this specific edge all across here, because what's going to happen is if they are under here, they're going to be able to see you when you're right up on it, and you're not going to be able to see them just because of the way physics works and stuff like that. So just be really cautious. Ultimately, this guy ends up saving though, and we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, and anytime we can save together with our teammates, it's always a bonus. So I do like to see that. But yeah, really good stuff so far. I still can't believe that pistol round. That pistol round was actually crazy. Oh, okay. The CT showing us that he's aggressing through. No surprise at all. No surprise. You don't need to hunt this guy down. It is close range fights. But your teammate runs in, so I don't mind you trying to trade. A little bit of chaos happening, and we end up taking the fight. Now, one thing I want you to do here, don't be so eager just to swing in here and do this. Really be cautious and clear this out in case they're in a double setup. And your whole priority should be getting this AK out of tons. We want to, jiggle out here, make sure nobody's close, and then start shuffling this AK out and eventually throw it out of the map, because we don't want the other team to get AKs. Because, like, think about the round prior with this guy. Now he has an AK, and it's a really, really, dangerous thing for us to deal with. So shuffling those guns out of the map is going to be our key to playing as, like, optimally as we can, right? And any chance we can get to, like, not allow the pistols and MP9 players to upgrade their weapon to a rifle, we're taking it. And so throw it out of the map. Get that gun out of there. Hey, and again, don't stress yourself out here. Don't stress yourself out. You're good. You're good. You're good. Oh, but look, do you see why this reload is bad? So this reload is bad because, sure, you think that, like, maybe nobody's close and stuff, but also we don't know what info is going on. As we can see here, this guy's sitting like this. He hears you reload, by the way. Now he knows you're here. You had 16 bullets. Don't feel the need to reload in the situation. But, also, he's not always going to be there. Maybe someone pushed lower and he hears you reload top mid. Well, now that's information that they know exactly where you are, and it completely ruins your surprise. And these people might not punish you, but as you get better and better and better, they will punish you for stuff like this. Hey, careful with util in middle. Hey, we're faking up cat. This is a good thing to do. And then this is going to open up a lot of space, because as we're running up here and we're taking this cat control, we're running up, sprinting, and we're shooting. I like that you're kind of faking a little bit. Naturally, it's going to draw everybody to, kind of drift towards you and look towards you. And it's going to open up this entire side of the map for your teammate to sneak the bomb in. At this level, it's a great thing to do. It is a little risky as we get higher and higher, because people are going to be like, I don't know if you're actually taking a bomb site. I don't know. This might be a fake, right? But love to see this, like, creative gameplay. This is really cool. And then ultimately, I think we die, but we gave our teammate a really good chance to win this round. So I love it. Love it. And ultimately, he does go on to win this round. I'll just briefly run through it. And time is running out because the guy was long. And, you put in a lot of work for your teammate here. You walked so he could run. 100%. That's really cool. Good work. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I think that smoke's fine. The problem is, like, do you see how you threw it here, even though, like, our teammates didn't get out long? Now, essentially, it's cool that you threw that, but because this guy is sitting here in long, and this is a horrible place for a scout, by the way. I don't know what he's doing. Because they have long control, they don't feel pressured at all by the smoke. So that smoke is only good if we can come out here and take long for them and force them to not know what's going on, right? If they don't know what's going on this side of the map, or even better, if we can get into pit and stuff and they don't know what's going on over here and they're feeling pressure, that smoke's wonderful because they're actually forced to play behind it. But when they have to, when they're in front of the smoke, right? You smoke this and they're all in front of it in these positions because we didn't take long. It's just gonna be a literal waste. Like, it's gonna do nothing for us at all. Hey, also, don't flash back here. It's an okay flash. If you are gonna flash and go out long in this situation, you want to flash high. Again, flash above doors just because it's going to blind literally the same exact like parallel as the doors, right? It's gonna land at that same level. Just there's a small thing there because it might help you out a little bit in the future. Yeah, and then you gotta be really careful here because you don't know if he's holding you, you don't know what's going on. And also, dude, this whole play is bad. I didn't even realize this. Something you have to look at this whole time is if you have bomb, do not make solo plays, like especially in like a 5v5, 5v3, whatever it is. If it's not like a 2v2 situation, never come through long here. We're actually really lucky we didn't get punished because if you lose bomb, the round's over. Right? So always be thinking to yourself, do I have bomb? Who has bomb? Like, yo, like be careful. Because that is really risky, like really dangerous. And that's how rounds can fall apart. How rounds can really fall apart. Yeah, don't do too much there. I like that you're thinking about util though. For your level, the fact that you're thinking about util is absolutely awesome. Like I love that. Yeah, and it's just a tough situation there for you. But yeah, definitely the bigger macro thing is like to be so careful bomb. Like that was making me a little nervous there. Hey, and again, so we have a tech 9. We need a game plan. We need to think about what we're doing. In this situation, I've got a tech 9. I'm thinking, how can I take close range fights? I don't want to be really dueling mid. You get a deagle, so now that changes our game plan. Usually my bread and butter with tech 9 is to go lower and start working through mid and stuff and try to get a cat, take these fights. And hopefully they give it to us. That's always my dream when I've got that tech 9. Yeah, and that's a little unfortunate. If you are holding long, that's the type of stuff that makes your teammates just rage. You know what I mean? Like if you're holding long, make sure you hold it. And if you're in this passive angle and your teammates are out here, just let them know like, hey guys, like they could peek you from long. That's a very important comm to give them. So one of those two things you can adjust and it'll be much better. Hey, what are we smoking? We need to tweak that lineup. That lineup wasn't good. I mean, I guess it kind of works. I I think it only works though because our teammate threw something too. Yeah, no, maybe let's see. It I guess like whatever this was. Oh, it was a CT smoke maybe. Yeah, this one's not gonna be good because they can just spam over the top of it and abuse it on you. So I definitely recommend optimizing that. And my PC is about to explode too during this demo review. Not good, guys. Not good. Okay, think about this for a second. You don't need to hold top mid here. Don't even worry about it. Don't even devote any brain power to it because like look, like, we have a teammate that's peeking out here. We have another guy that can help with that, right? Like since he is here, literally like don't even look at that. Just keep worrying about your job. If anything, worry about flank, right? There's no need to be looking mid in this situation at all. Zero. I just remind yourself what's open and where can I die from? Where can I die from? Right? What's my job in the round? Some really good things to think about. Ultimately, your little sneaky play here actually ends up working out. And in this situation, we're in a 3v1 group together. And yeah, make sure bomb's in the middle because anywhere we go, we secure a 3v1 situation, right? Really good. I like that you know this util. I think we need to tweak it just a little bit because this molly is going to land here. What I want you to do is jump up here and then aim at this little doorknob and W jump throw because they're still going to be able to hide back here. And I make this play all the time when the molly doesn't spread. So just be really cognizant of that. Be really careful with it. Okay. Again, we're going to come up here. And this is where I probably would plant safe, honestly. Or plant right here because we already took long. I think this is a good plant spot in the moment. This plant spot is safe, but it's just going to give you no options in the retake. All right, we know where he is. We got to play with our teammate here. If we take 1v1 fights, we're failing, which we end up doing, but we end up getting, damaging him a little bit, but it's just really risky. What we're looking for is we're looking for him to have to come all the way out here before we peek him because then he's shooting left and right, like doing all these things. When we come out here and fight him as he's swinging, there's no tradability, right? And while this is a decent fight for you, it's a little pre-fireable and also like M right here gets to do nothing. If you die, now he's in a 1v1 and we just took two 1v1s, right? It's not optimal at all and it's something that will come back to bite you in the future. And that's the type of stuff that just like ruins the team, like the team's mood. Like it makes it really hard for a team to get over that. Okay. But yeah, I love the fact that you're trying to use utility. I love that like you're really like thinking about it and working it into your play style. It's sick. Nice. Mid to B smoke. Okay. And again, huge thing. Not at them. Don't flash at them. Flash where they're looking. Flash above here. Because look, bro, this guy, he's not going to get blind by that. This guy, he's not going to get blind by that. The only person that will get blind is this guy, right? And that's cool. That's cool that we blind this guy, but we want to throw something that's going to blind everything, right? We can just tweak that in the slightest way and it'll be huge for us. All right. And again, you have bomb here, so just be really careful. I don't think that this is a bad position, but just, keep in mind, like, we do have bomb, so, we don't want to be too individually based here, because now this is a little scary. It's a little hard for us. And we end up getting the kill, but, yeah, that could have been the round right there. That like, made my butt clench. Same thing here. We're going to tweak that flash above instead of at them. Yeah, and our teammate ends up cleaning up here, but this is way too stressful for us. This is way more stressful than it needed to be. Yeah, but ultimately you did keep your composure, so I do think that's really good that you kept your composure during the whole time. Also, pick up those dualies, I think. Well, you got a Glock, yeah. It's not too important, but after the round, just like pick them up. Yeah, no reason not to. Oh, and you have a long spawn here. So when you have this spawn, I really would be trying to get out long in this moment. And you got to optimize. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, you shouldn't be smoking here. You should be getting out long instead of throwing this. Again, because they're going to be taking long, throwing this from the get-go is not good. Only good when we have the space. So don't even go to line it up. Instead, take your spawn and get out with your team and really start to try to fight this early, to be honest. That's a much better strategy. It's like you guys all had long spawns, and you're going long anyways. You might as well have taken it. Now there is such thing as late long takes, but instead of smoking cross, you're smoking corner. That's a very common thing because again, they're all in front of it. We just don't get to do anything. So strategically, that's just like something that's kind of failing us a little bit, but it's fine because we're still rolling them. We're still feeling good, so it's not all bad. Yeah, it's good stuff to learn from. Okay, we're kind of letting them know that we're like super heavy in tons here, so not the best thing as a team, but obviously that you can't control what they're doing. And then also, I like the idea behind this. Like, look, I like the idea behind this. I think it could be executed so much better though. So what you see at a pro level is instead of aiming super high for that smoke, aim a little lower and try to get the smoke to land right here because it accomplishes the same thing. It blocks off sight, but it also is going to block off window, door, and car. So if you can get the smoke to land here, so good. It's literally such a good piece of util you can throw. And then, yeah, I mean, you're an entry. That's kind of the nature of how things will go some rounds. A lot of things to clear. Gotta commit and do your thing. But yeah, I think that smoke could be way better. Yeah. And then again, like, let's see, what are we? Yeah, like this thing is going to the moon. Nobody's getting blinded by this. So instead, as you're running out here, what I need you to do instead, as you're running out here, you guys are going out long. You're like the third spawn. Flash over here early. Flash early as they're running out instead of flashing over like that as you're indoors. It's just not going to do anything. So that's a big change we can make right there. It'll make your long take so much better. Okay. Have to deal with an opper. But we got smokes, we got util, we get the kill actually. This is huge for us, and we're in a 4v3 situation. I see that you carry bomb a lot, so you're very reliable for your team. So I think with the tweaks with the bomb planning and stuff, it'll be huge too. This is a moment where planning safe is completely fine because we don't want to get like boosted on. We don't want to get swung somewhere. Like that is perfectly good. Risky. Okay, 2v1. Don't do too much, man. Don't do too much. Make this guy work for it. Oh, yeah. Again. Yeah. Okay. We end up getting the kill, but do you see right here with this guy? One, do you see how you're kind of you're exposing yourself a little too much there? But the bigger thing is, I don't care about that. The bigger thing is right here. Look at how when you play close to these ledges, our whole body gets opened up. Like our whole entire body gets opened up. So be really careful playing here, because while you kill this guy now, this is not a comfortable fight for us. Like this is not like a comfortable one. Whenever we're playing here, we hear him running back. Slide with while crouching back here. Very good positioning thing you can implement. Stay away from those ledges when possible. Yeah, crossing. Got the op out. Like to see it. Same thing here. This one was your flash. This one up here. You're throwing it too far once again, and it's not blinding anybody that should be getting blind. The thing is, if you're going to jump throw and do that, you've got to throw them from back here. A lot of times people line up and do this one. When you're here, just left click, but don't jump. No jumping. Literally just left click it so it lands in this area. And even better is if you're coming out here and you throw a left click over the top here and it kind of lands over here to blind the pit guys as your teammates are scaling out too. That's another good secondary flash to throw. Yeah, don't throw that smoke. Okay, we're working mid. Our teammates have such good cat space. Okay, we're going to molly off spawn. That's good. That's good. Okay, we know he's there, bro. Also with the op, dude, so much better when you know someone's on ramp to jump up on this box, especially because this is molly. They can't run through here and peek us. Jump up on this box to get some elevation, and you're gonna see him a lot easier than when you're this far down on the ground, right? That little elevation change where you're up here has gotten me so many kills. As an opper, right? Like I'm giving you advice as an opper, but you can do that with the rifle, anything. It's really sick. Okay, not bad smoke. You're smoking behind you. I mean, I guess it's fine. Plant spot. Okay, we know one's long and we have no clue where the other guy is. So in our head, we should be like kind of a little concerned, thinking about that just a bit. Is like, where's this other guy at? Where's he at? Found him. Our teammates got him, and now it's easy. And also, you know he has a shotgun. He's been shooting a shotgun. So as soon as we get that kill, what I want you to do is naturally start backing up, right? In case he found a timing or something, we don't want him to pop out here with a shotgun and kill us. If we back up out here and we play the bomb, if he has a shotgun or whatever, like he's gonna do nothing, right? Whenever I'm facing an opponent with a shotgun, that's my first reaction is back up, back up, back up, right? All the time. Create that space, and it'll be so easy to face off against the guy. Okay. Fighting lower. Missed a shot, but it's fine. Our teammates ran out B. See, and this is a moment, by the way, when your teammate is actually out B and like super far out here. I get that you're posted here and you don't want to leave, but this is where learning util just on the fly is sick, because all we have to do here is look at the wall, throw a molly that lands on the stairs, and then maybe we can go help our boy on B or something, right? Like we can go help him do something. It's fine that you reset here. You don't got a flash. Yo, remember, you've got the op, right? It's perfectly fine if you want to reset here, but remember, you've got the gun that one shots. Just keep backing up and keep yourself like focused in on that chokehold. Or that choke point, and you're gonna be good. Don't overplay it. Don't get scared, right? Because now we've used all of our util to just get out of this position when we didn't need to. But again, I'd rather you make that mistake though of like using util to problem solve than not. I think just like optimizing when you're doing it is gonna make you so much better. And again, like here's the thing, bro. We're flashing long like that. Right? Sure. Like maybe it'll blind this guy. It is a bad flash, but even if we were just throwing a good corner flash, for what reason? We haven't even cleared this guy, right? So we're flashing off the corner angle where we're not peeking. And instead, what you should be doing is flashing in this door angle, because if they're in here, if you're going to throw a flash, I think ultimately you just got to trade out and then do your thing. And then once you take contact, like say an opera is on site or something, or you're worried about that, then flash that off. But the bigger thing is like, if you're going to use that flash, you've got to peek with it, because all you're doing when you throw that, by the way, all you're doing when you throw that is telling everybody, hey guys, get ready. I'm going to come long, you know, like I'm coming long, everyone get ready. Like look over this way. So if we can tweak that and make that better, dude, ooh, I'm excited for what you can do. No. What the heck? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. But yeah, keep your gun out there. No need a knife. That's actually hilarious. That's freaking funny. Yeah, then we get flanked. Yeah, keep your gun out. No bueno, no bueno. That's funny. Hey, we have a Molly and nade. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But it okay. Would have crunched them if they were rushing. That's fine. I'm not a huge fan. Those of you that know, I'm not a huge fan of a Molly and nade on pistol round, but that was like, if you're gonna buy it, that was more of an acceptable use. I will say, tweak. I will say, to make you better with this, if you're gonna molly in here, don't make it so it mollies right here. Bro, really get that molly where it bounces right here and lands in tons. Because then if they smoke the molly and they're rushing, the smoke is all in the tunnels here. If you throw your molly and it lands right here and they smoke it, the smoke is gonna ploof out here. And now all of a sudden they can jump through the smoke on the left side without you seeing them as much. Jump through the right side now. Like you're giving them an opportunity to lurk. So if you are gonna throw that molly, really make sure it gets deep enough where if they smoke it, it's all inside of the tunnels. Okay. Oh, he's goose. We kind of gotta try to isolate it. It's gonna be hard. Oh, what's the point of that? MKR, you shot like 2 bullets. Keep your gun. You shot 1. You shot 2, 3. You're good. You got 9 bullets still. You don't need to pick that up. This guy was fighting. The chances of him having a full USB are probably 0. Ain't no way, bruh. Unlucky. But yeah, I like the idea though. At least you're thinking about it, right? Like at least you're like thinking. But the thing is, if your teammate was here, he's most likely already shot more than 3 bullets when he was fighting. If there was like a pistol and spawn, of course, pick it up, right? Of course. But like, it's a cool thing that you did there, but I definitely think it was the wrong time to do it. Hey, a P250 and a flash. I think the flash is a little wasteful, to be honest, but I like the space. I like the space that you're taking. I think that, again, I don't think the flash really would have done much, and it would have just told everybody like, hey, look over here. I'm running through tons. Like, look at the flash. Like, once the flash pops, look over here. So I like the idea though, but I think you should have just done without the flash because your economy's not good anyways. Your economy sucks, right? So definitely build that eco up. Yeah, I mean, you found some good damage there. But I like the aggression. The aggression through tons early was really good. I like that you're willing to take it to him. That's sick. Okay, we're gonna get M4 armor. We're gonna have to play really contact heavy here. Okay, that's fine. Be careful. Like, be really intentional with where you're playing. If your goal is to play here, don't make noise because like this is just info. They're gonna hear you, by the way. Like they hear you like that. Go to wherever you're gonna play. Like when you're in spawn, tell yourself, where am I gonna play? And if it's here, don't need to jump up here. Don't just get there, right? If it's up here, then go and jump up there. But don't like try your best to like keep your composure and not make these unnecessary sounds and all that stuff, right? Wow. Really good spray down. It was super risky though. Your aim here was insane, bro. It was amazing and a very aggressive peak. If I was, and this is where we got to look at like not results based analysis and we got to think deeply. This was a really risky and ultimately not the best peak. Luckily, this guy was a little softened up from our teammate scouting. But think about it. We get that kill and then you swing wider. You're willingly taking a 1v2 fight, right? And it worked out in this situation. I love that it worked out for you. But essentially, now you've got 2 guys looking at you, right? You've got this guy and then this guy looking at you. It's not the best fight. You kind of put yourself in a corner anyways. But I'd get that first kill. And if you're gonna swing wide, swing just like here and hold this angle or something, right? Like hold on this wall or even just tuck even further and just try to get yours, right? Ultimately it worked out though, so I'm glad you got like 3 kills there. That's huge. That's amazing. Like great hold from you, man. But if they play a little smarter and they play a little better, like I want you to still be able to succeed and I want you to be able to still have impact. Yeah. So same thing here. Every round MKR, you get into the round, think to yourself, where am I playing? Where am I playing? Don't ask yourself that question as you're running into the site. Ask yourself that question in spawn. Yeah, and then this ain't it. It's better if you drop a smoke on site because then when they run on the site, they're like, oh, like, someone's there. At this point, they're already past here. Even if the smoke lands in this position, they're actually just going to use it to their advantage, believe it or not. But I like it. I like that you're again utilizing this utility to try to problem solve. That's really good thinking. That's going to help you rank up a lot. Because a lot of players at your level do not think like this at all. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Good kills. But again, dude, a defensive smoke on site here would have made your life even easier. Like, it would have made your life, like, the best. All right, we should know this last guy's cat, do we, or no? No, I guess we don't. You didn't get a kill yet. But yeah. Great spray downs. Your M4A4 spray downs are sick. Like, honestly. It's definitely a strength of yours. I'm surprised you decided to go for the A1S here, actually. With how much success you've been having. Yeah, again, this is not the best smoke because it doesn't go as deep. We want it to land in the middle here so that it's as deep as it possibly can be. Okay, molly top mid. It's not the worst, I guess. Yeah, we know both are here then. Yeah. Yeah, again, we're thinking like, once we get here, do I molly, do I smoke, do I, have that game plan and get in there and do it. Oh. And then I don't know. There's too much chaos going on, right? Like, you come here, we don't really know, like, if we want to molly or smoke it. We eventually do, right? And then we come back and forth, and like you're the B player, right? Like, your job is to lock down B. I get that you want to be active and have fun and stuff, but like, if you want to rank up and succeed, you running back and forth mid like this is just gonna lead to your team losing a lot more rounds than they need to. Also, I don't like this position out here because, like, if they were to reset and come B, here's the problem with that position. Well, you are playing retake, and like, sure, if you're gonna play retake, that's fine, but this is the least retakeable site in the game. So you do have a molly, which is great, but like, say there was 4 guys behind here, they reset and come B, there's 4 guys, 3 guys, whatever. You don't know, and then they explode out here, and by the time you're taking fights, they're all swinging you. Even if you go 1 for 1, even if you get 2 kills, now they have the most hard site to retake in the game, and they get to plant the bomb and do that. Same thing if they play smarter and they smoke off doors, they throw flashes in. You're just giving your team very little chance to actually win the round. As the B anchor, I need you to get this info. I need you to be able to lock down B from a more aggressive position. It's not going to matter in this round, but it definitely could be really tilting for you guys if you were to lose that. That's a great awareness on mid, though. I love to see that. And here we have all the info. We know they're both long. Okay. Do something with it. Yeah, do something with it. Nice. Look, this is the small difference. Look at this. This is why. And you're going to get so much better because of this. You're throwing flashes at them. We need to throw flashes at where they're looking, and we're going to be insane, bro. First one he eats. Cool. Like, he still should have seen that coming. But then, because they're tucking and it lands all the way out here, I don't even think it blinded this first guy. Yeah, like, I mean, honestly, let's watch from this first guy's perspective, because this is an even better example. He gets these kills. You're coming in. You're flashing at them. It blinds. Okay, they're blind. Also, probably should have peeked at the first one in hindsight. But then, dude, they should be full blind if they're looking here, but they're only getting a half blind because it's landing to their side of their screen. If you were to flash behind yourself too, it allows you to peek with it while you're swinging. When you flash in front of yourself, you can't really peek with the flash, by the way, because you're going to get blinded, right? So that's why you'll also see pros and stuff throw flashes behind them as they swing. Gives you a lot more flexibility. It gives you a lot more options. It's really good. All right, we're smoking, holding, doing our thing. Yeah, and they're just working long, so we're eventually going to rotate here. Okay. I'd be thinking about how to use my mollies and flashes here, right? So, like, you have a teammate on site. He dies here, but, like, as I'm running up cat, I am literally trying to get here as fast as I can to flash for him. And I'm not telling him that. I'm not saying, like, I'm not asking, hey, bro, do you want to flash? No, I'm literally coming up here, flashing behind you. And I'm flashing it, right, to blind all these guys. When you're on cat, that is a really good flash to throw. When you're retaking it or when you have teammates in that situation. Oh, you almost did it right. In this situation, Molly's... Oh, never mind. There's a smoke, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered. But at that point, yeah, we just don't Molly because it's too risky. And save here. Yeah, I think you do that. Bro, amazing. Yo, everyone watching this video right now, round of applause for MKR. Round of applause. bro, the face at level 10s that I work with, even myself, if I watch my demos, we don't save enough. And this is a textbook example of when to just get out of there and save. So well played, man. Everyone leave a comment down below on this video saying, great job, MKR. You're amazing. Because man, honestly, like, heck yeah. Love to see this. I don't see this enough, honestly. Like, this is one of my biggest critiques with like players. And again, guys, if you want me to review your demo, help you learn, grow, fill out that form in the description, is players do not save enough. And it's something that really hurts them. But now he has an M4 going into this round. He's feeling good, has a chance to win and, you know, get some kills. Yeah, also, if you're going to go cat, bro, don't go all the way around here. Like, don't do that, bro. Come out here and jump up on this box, jump up here and get to cat. You know what I mean? Like, get there. Get there as fast as you can. I don't like that. I don't like that jiggle play either. Ooh, think about it, bro. I get you're trying to nade them and do this, but instead just come in here. And one, your teammate's skilling in, so throw a flash as he's like going in. Try to get it behind him if you can. If not, whatever. He has a USP. But use that nade to break this open. That's so much more valuable for you than just throwing like a nade that lands in here. Blow open those smokes. I don't see enough players blowing open the smokes, and it's so valuable. It'll get you so many kills. Okay, again, they take the site. Run in, and we're just getting chipped. Trying to take fights, do our thing. It's just not working out. Teammate gets a kill. 2v3, yeah. Yeah, I mean, not much. I would be maybe spamming the doors here if you're just sitting here for a little bit and stuff, but yeah. Not much you can do at all. Wow, and yeah, no, this is great. It's great that you actually get out. Wow, yeah. Another good save. This is a great save, man. Yeah. I'd say in the future, it's not always necessary to get pit. I'd say honestly, in that situation, just stay indoors and stuff, just in case they were hunting and they're coming out here. It's so nitpicky, it doesn't really matter that much, but it could end up hurting you in the future. Also, we don't need head armor on when they have AKs, by the way. Like, when they've been winning rounds, we don't need head armor at all. Just buy chest armor. Even if we are building that eco up, like, we need that kit over that. We don't have any kits. You need to buy a kit here no matter what, 100%. That should be your responsibility. And then if you're gonna hold this angle, by the way, hold it. You know what I mean? Like, don't sit here in the edge of the smoke, like looking at the smoke. Like, if you're gonna hold that angle, get up here and hold it in some sort of way, right? Don't get caught between like, you know, moving in and out and doing these different things. And luckily he jumps up. But as you can see, we had no clue this guy was here. And if a normal player just passed through here, we're just completely missing out on that info. Yeah, I like that you're kind of jiggling here and doing this. Good. Teammate goes lower. Okay. Flash mid and peek. It's not the worst play, but don't lose your cool here. Don't forget about top mid. I don't think it's bad. I think that's fine. You're using your flash to set yourself up. But again, this again is not gonna do anything, right? And in hindsight, it's really easy to see that. But instead, you should just be swinging here. And if you are gonna flashing behind yourself as you peek so that it blinds anybody that's actually gonna be where you're trying to fight. We end up cleaning up, so that's sick. But yeah, and again, we have a long spawn here. If you go long, bro, do not mess around. Just get straight to long. Okay, you're gonna jump up cat here. Little note too, the fastest way is to jump on this box and then jump up onto this box and then jump here. It'll make you get up to cat as fast as you humanly can. Okay. You think that this is a good play, right? Like, you think like, oh, they're going out long, so I need to fight them. But actually, this is the opposite of what you should be doing. Just let your teammate here sit here and scout and do this thing and keep cat. This cat control is now the only thing we have because the T's have now one long, right? They can go split you from A site now because you are giving up all of this space. We had this control, but then we just gave it to go fight something that they already have, meaning that now the T's can go up here, the T's can do this, and we're getting split when we don't have to, and we have to worry about both choke points now. So definitely keep that cat control and get ready to lock this down because they've already won long, right? Like, that's already done with. But now you're putting yourself in a sandwich position where you have to worry about both of these. Luckily, we find the first guy because he's peeking way too early. But yeah, and now this is just really uncomfortable. This is so uncomfortable for you now, especially because you don't have a smoke. Yeah. Yep. And that's exactly what happens. You go to focus on long and boom, he peeks out here and kills you 100%. Yep. That's a really good thing to learn right there is they take long. Like, okay, as long as we have cat, we're good. Same thing. Okay. They take cat control. Well, I will, we better have long control then. We better have this space to at least play and take these fights from here so that if they overrun us and do this, we can at least fall back. Same thing with cat. If they overrun long, we can at least shoot them from here and then fall back cat if we need it. Okay, we're just gonna jiggle here pretty much the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, and then we just double smoke and it just like it really hurts us there. It really hurts us. Yeah. But actually this time what we do better this time is actually our teammate takes the space and then we also have a guy here. So now long's not as scary now because we can take these fights from whatever angles we want. Yeah, and this is a great little gimmick you do right there. Dude, the icing on the cake though is you get that kill, you fall down, you flash behind yourself, and you do the same play. Or you flash behind and you maybe prod out here a little bit, or dude, that flash is so good to set yourself up. I love how you're using utility for your teammates, but you need to use utility for yourself as well. But man, it was a pleasure to review your demo. You're a very talented player. I love the way that you're actually implementing that util. You're going to be on the road to 10K very soon. I hope that you got a lot out of this demo. Guys, if you want to support me, hit that subscribe button. It was a pleasure working with MKR today. I'd love to work with some other players and get to know you. So yeah, I offer individual coaching, demo reviews, whatever you guys need. I'm there for you. Go ahead and check out the form and we'll get something set up. But yeah, great game. Good luck in your next games, MKR. It was a pleasure. Peace out. Peace out.